3D cat and yarn acrylic nail art tutorial by Hotpinkzebrapolish.
Hi guys, so in today's video I'm going to be doing a 3D cat that has its paw on the end of a ball of yarn and then the ball of yarn rolling down the nail and off of it. And so it's really cute, and if you're a cat fan and if you love cats like me, you'll probably like it. I hope you do. And also don't forget to click subscribe to see my future videos as well.
So I'm going to begin by creating an overlay with this really gorgeous lavender shade of acrylic that I have here. So just do a very thin layer of this color and do that across your entire nail. And then I'm going to be adding a layer of clear acrylic over the top of the lavender. This is going to make sure that your nail has a nice layer of strength, and it also will protect that color underneath. Plus, instead of doing an entire nail with just a color acrylic and making that the thickest amount and not adding anything else, clear acrylic, generally speaking, is going to be less expensive, and so you're saving money. So now I'm going to be filing the nail with a 180 grit file to smooth out any lumps, bumps, and imperfections, and then I'm going to switch to a 240 grit padded buffer to remove any scratches that that first file may have left behind. So now I'm going to be using some black acrylic paint, and I'm going to be painting MEOW right along the cuticle, and so I'm going to start with the O right off center, and then paint the W after it, and then paint an E before it, and an M before the E. And when you're doing this, I want the word to follow the curve of the cuticle, so make sure that you follow that line and imagine those imaginary boundaries when you're painting it. So then I'm going to be sculpting my cat with a shimmery gold color. So I'm going to first start with a large oval for her head, and then add sort of a rounded looking triangle shape underneath it for her body. Now I'm thickening up her hind leg or her knee area with just another bead of some of that gold, and I'm going to add her ears. So first I'm going to place a bead down for her ear and then pull it into a triangle and let it set for just a second, and I'm going to go back through with my brush and push it into the center to create some of that 3D elements. So I did both ears at one time. And then I'm going to add another bead just to thicken up the area where her cheeks are. And make sure you give your kitten a tail. So now I have a piece of green thread, and I'm going to be holding that with my thumb and then adding a little bead of the gold acrylic on top of it for her paws. So you want to make sure you have your green thread cut and you're ready to add the acrylic before you start this step. And then add her back foot, and just dip your brush between that front area just to show that that's two paws and not one. Thicken up her front leg. And then seal in that piece of thread with just the tiniest amount of some clear acrylic at the tip, and really smooth it out because you're not going to be filing it at this point, but that little bit of acrylic there is just to tack it into place. And then apply a gel sealer over the background and over the thread that is on the nail. You don't want to continue that off the nail, but just what's on there, and make sure that you seal that in nice and well. And now with black acrylic paint, I'm going to be painting my kitten's face. So I'm going to start with her eyes, and they're kind of a stylized, almost Egyptian look for a cat, and then add her nose and 3 little dots for whiskers. On a nail form backing, I'm going to be creating the base of my yarn, so I'm going to add a circle of dark green acrylic and just let that set. And then I decided that I want it to be a little thicker, so I went through and added another layer to it and let that set completely. After it has, you can pop it off the backing and then glue it onto your thread with just some nail glue. And then once you have that started, it's pretty easy to just continue to wrap it around, adding some nail glue here and there to make sure that the thread sticks. So just keep on wrapping. And like I said, make sure that you don't forget to add nail glue periodically so that you don't, all of a sudden it won't just unravel on you. So wrapping around and around and around until you pretty much can't see that green background anymore. You can just see the thread that's on top of it. And then once you have it where you're done, put a little bit more nail glue on the back, wrap it that final time so that it sticks out the end, and just hold it into place until it is secure. Apply some matte top coat over the areas you put black acrylic paint, and you're all set. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this design. Please share any recreations with me on Facebook or Instagram. I would really like to see them, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!